Hello, welcome back to another stream on the Haunted Hippie channel. It is I, your host, the Haunted Hippie. I've never called myself the Haunted Hippie before. The Haunted Hippie here at your service to host tonight's game of Would You Rather. Of course, another horror edition. So, I've just been having fun doing these. So I was like, you know what? What the hell? Maybe we can make it a Wednesday thing. Although perhaps not. I just found a Spanish class that I want to start taking that takes place on Wednesday nights. But in the meantime, and then once that course is over, maybe we'll make it like a Wednesday thing, like Tipsy Tuesday, Would You Rather Wednesday. That's kind of fun. Although next week, I think that we're going to need to discuss some of the horror news that's come up lately. I know that people will probably be asking about it today. There's been a lot going on, a lot of stuff announced, and definitely some topics to sink our teeth into. But for tonight, another round of Would You Rather. And who is here on this fine occasion tonight? Excuse me. Okay. Oh, right. Okay, we can start with the thumbnail questions, of course. So we've got some answers here already. The cage underwater, use your scuba license. Dairy sewer, too hot outside. Deal with a possessed older man, myself. And join all my kids in the further. Interesting. It is time for another round of Would You Rather. I actually, you know what, this round, I don't think the questions are as out of pocket as they've been in the past. I don't think I have any questions for us like licking Jason's armpit or, sniffing the inside of Michael's mask or anything like that. So, we're in the clear, I think, for the super gross stuff today. I can't remember. I only have 15 questions today because it takes us so long to get through them. And you guys also ask questions. Ah, shit. Where are they? I have to find them. Let's see. Stuck. I'm just seeing how gross things get today. Nothing super gross today, honestly, but still some head scratchers nonetheless. And thank you. Yes, go ahead and do that. You'll never miss the next unhinged round of Would You Rather. You go for the Warrens' haunted house. Fair enough choice. I'll get into my answers as well. What should we start with on the thumbnail? I'm just gonna ask a question now, and then I'll catch up with the chat, and we'll get to it. Okay, yeah. Would you rather be stuck on the platform from Fall or in the cage in 47 meters down? Which situation would you rather have to get out of? Because both of them are atrocious. And for me, that feels kind of like an impossible question. I'm not sure how I'm going to answer that, so I'm going to have to wait and see what you guys say. Let's start with that one. You made it. I know. Unfortunately, I will be late to the party probably on Alien Earth. Maybe I'll like do a little free trial or something. Who's gonna eaten up by Disney? Be under one app. Hulu on its own is gonna disappear. Oh shit. Oh, and today is Antonia Carlotta's birthday. Oh yes, wish that queen happy birthday. Absolutely. Yeah, Universally Me is a great channel. You should check her out. Oh, thank you. Would you rather be trapped in an isolated ship with the xenomorph or in the cold winter with the Thing? Fuck. It depends if there is crew with me. Am I alone? Am I dealing with these things by myself? In that case, actually, that does not make it any easier in either circumstance. Because that's kind of an impossible question. I feel like I actually have to say xenomorph because it's unclear to me how the Thing operates when it's not within a human body, and like how would I know and how would I evade it? You know what I mean? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go xenomorph on that one, even though that's insane. Ugh. Would you rather catch flight 180 or be smashed by a jet engine? Like in Donnie Darko. Oh my god. Smashed by a jet engine. Yeah, burning to death is like apparently I think the most painful way you could possibly die because the fire will like burn up your nerves, and so you feel it burning all the way down, like your entire nerve, like as it burns up, you feel the whole thing. It's not like you burn out the outer coat like a s'more and then you don't feel it. Yeah, so I'd rather be smushed, no doubt. Thank you so much for the tips, by the way. If you and Scott could go on a double date with a vampire couple, would it be Edward and Bella or Stack and Mary? Stack and Mary, and it's just not even close. Edward and Bella, I love the drama of Twilight. Like, I love Twilight. I love the characters in the way that they entertain me, but as people, they are insufferable. I would not want to spend a single minute with them. Absolutely not. So yeah, Stack and Mary. That's a great question. I should come up with some double date questions probably for the next one. I didn't think of that. Thank you. Who's the best Hannibal Lecter, Anthony Hopkins or Mads Mikkelsen? You can't do this to me. You actually can't do this to me. The thing is, they play Hannibal Lecter at different phases of his life, and they both do it perfectly. Therefore, you can't make me choose. You can't make me choose. If it was Hannibal Lecter at the same time in his life, like I think that season 4 was supposed to be the storyline of Silence of the Lambs, I think, then we would have maybe really been able to see. But as it is, they play Hannibal in different phases, so I can't choose. Absolutely not. Hello, sup horde. Let's get it. The actress who played the witch in Drag Me to Hell, oh, rest in peace. A real one. Damn, she's so good in that movie. Hell yeah. Hello. Hi. Sorry, not to move on super quickly, but to him in Portugal. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you. I hope that you have a great evening as well. Hope you're well. Hello. I know I haven't been rocking the black lipstick as much lately, but yeah, I've not been very diverse in my fashion lately on YouTube. I was like, I need to start wearing my horror t-shirts again. Like, why haven't I been doing that? And today I'm wearing my Gotor my Gotor t-shirt. And I was like, this doesn't really go without black lipstick. It's been too long. Hello. Oh, funny enough that you say that. I actually was thinking that the next book I'm going to start is probably going to be All Right, like The Making of Dazed and Confused. I might do that. Oh, the new Superman? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about the old one? Hello. If you are a girl, then thank you. If you're a boy, then gross. Oh, hello. Would you rather go to Cannes or beat the shit out of Gladys? Should we be talking about Gladys yet? If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. I don't want to say what it is that we know, because then what if somebody doesn't know? I think we should wait to talk about that. Both great options. I don't know. Or is it pronounced can? I actually don't know. That's actually, I actually should probably know that, but I don't. Both great options, though. There's something to be said about like the potential joy of just absolutely beating the shit out of somebody. I've never gotten to do that before. Like, what if it's fun? You know? On the contrary, it probably really hurts your hands. So maybe not. Maybe I'll say con. Bold of you. Can I share a secret? I'm not that crazy about that movie. I'm sorry. Let the clocking commence. You still need to watch Fall? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, all you need to know is that she's stuck up on a platform. Like, how far up there is she? Several hundred feet up in the sky, 1,000 feet in the sky. I don't know. Yeah, so that's all you need to know. Would you rather be trapped up there or in the cage running out of air? You know, because in Fall, she's way up there. She can't get down. There's the sun, okay, like running out of water, and then there's running out of water, running out of air, being too hot, being too cold, like being surrounded by sharks, being surrounded by vultures. It's the same, like they're the same movie, basically. They're actually almost exactly the same movie, really, just different locations. So what'll it be? Thank you. Who would you rather have help you in taking down vampires professionally, Van Helsing from Nosferatu or Native Americans from Sinners? I have not seen any Van Helsing movies. There are movies called Van Helsing, right? And I oh my god, who is he in Nosferatu? Is there actually a Van Helsing character in Nosferatu that I'm just forgetting? And I'm thinking of Robert Eggers right now, of course. Nosferatu. Nosferatu. Is there a Van Helsing? No, they're the Hutters. There's the Hardings. No. See, yeah, that's the thing. I just don't know enough about Van Helsing to really say, to be honest. But if it's just one guy versus having like several Native Americans, I'd probably go with that. Strength in numbers type beat. Hello. I am doing well. I shot my weapons review today and I talked about it for longer than intended. I literally recorded for an hour. And typically with my reviews, I'll record for like, I don't know, 40 to 45 minutes. And today I spoke for an hour. So I don't know what that's going to cut down to, but it'll be a longer review. You choose 47 meters down. I'd choose fall, claustrophobic as hell. I'd find a way to climb down. That's a good point. The claustrophobia. Am I stuck up there with Grace Caroline Curry? Probably the cage. I think both of them are a nightmare. The fall platform is diabolical. Take that over being underwater every day. I think I think my chances are probably better in the cage because I feel like there are more factors that could kill you. However, I think that the likelihood of survival is just like a little bit higher. I think a little bit because you run out of air and let's say you freak out and you rip the mask off and you just shoot yourself up there or whatever, and maybe you get the bends really badly and it fucks up your body, but like you lived. No, that doesn't sound good. But fall, it's like I don't know how the hell I would manage in that situation. I just don't think I could. I think I'm a little bit better suited to handle myself underwater than I am way up in the sky. I just think that's more suited to my personality. I don't know. Of course I've seen It Follows. Of course. Historically, I've loved that movie, but I haven't seen it in many years. Rather did Shark Cage. Cousin once went diving with sharks. I think she should give me some pointers. Yeah, and like most sharks are not violent towards humans at all. So like you're putting yourself in that situation realistically, you're probably gonna be fine. It's just, am I smart enough to like get out of the cage? Because it didn't get stuck at one point or something. That's the bigger problem. In running out of oxygen is the bigger problem to me than the sharks. So, Mads is more sophisticated. Anthony Hopkins is more of a smart psychopath. I think, but Mads, the Hannibal in this show, is brilliant. I mean, obviously things start to unravel because like there wouldn't be a plot otherwise, but he, especially the first season, is the puppeteer. Oh my god. And he's sadistic too. He's so sadistic. Like the way he like ritualistically kills, to harvest organs and stuff. So, but yes, to your point, definitely more sophisticated, and Anthony Hopkins is a little bit more of like a little more unhinged, a little bit of like your crazy grandpa kind of a vibe than like your hot psychiatrist kind of a vibe. Brian Cox played Hannibal. Oh my god, I haven't seen all the movie adaptations of Silence of the Lambs and Hannibal and all of that. I've seen wait, are they the first three? No, because did Manhunter come out in the 80s or something? This is what I always forget. I've seen Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal, and Red Dragon, and then I've seen the entirety of the Hannibal TV show. That's it. I know there are other movies. So yeah, I gotta watch that one too. Hello. Rather bite out of Hannibal Lecter's jugular or Hawk a loogie and spit in his face. Haven't you? I swear this question has been asked, but with different villains. Has it not? It's particularly the Hawk a loogie thing. With well, so if it's Mads Mikkelsen Hannibal, I'm gonna spit on his face, and then I'm probably gonna take him to the bedroom. I'm not gonna elaborate on that further. Thank you so much. Who would you want as a workout partner, Patrick Bateman or Sue from The Substance? Oh, great question. Definitely Sue, because she's just a lot more upbeat, and I don't think she would be annoying. I think it would be like very bubbly kind of. Actually, would that annoy me? So I have this really weird thing where I can't. It's hard for me to do any kind of workout class that is not yoga because I can't stand instructors uh giving me any sort of motivation. It annoys me. I don't even like being told that I'm doing a good job. I'm like, shut up. Like, go away from me. Just like, let me do my thing. Like, I don't, so maybe that would get on my nerves. Maybe Patrick Bateman will be better. The only reason why I said Sue is because I feel like Patrick Bateman is in way better shape than me. I think Sue I could keep up with her dancing and aerobics and stuff like that. Like I could keep up, but I can't do 1,000 sit-ups. So I think I'm gonna stick with Sue. I'll stick with Sue. Yeah. Oh, the new Superman. Oh, they have a website and the password Hope. Oh, that's fun. That's fun marketing. Wonder if they'll change canned buckets. But nice. Would you rather be directed by James Cameron or Stanley Kubrick? Stanley Kubrick would piss me the fuck off. And listen, it's not even that would like traumatize me. Like we all know like the Shelley Duvall, whatever. It's not that would be traumatizing for me. It's just that I would get so pissed off. Like I would quit before we could get to the 30th take, let alone like the 124th take or whatever it is. That would piss me off. James Cameron, I actually am not as familiar with his directing style. If he is a similar kind of perfectionist, that would also piss me off. But I think James Cameron being an environmentalist, we like have that in common, you know. He's made more of my favorite movies than Stanley Kubrick has, so I'm a little bit more interested in him as a filmmaker. So like I'd be more inclined to work with him. I would love to be an Avatar. I would love to be a big blue person. The Avatar, the Na'vi are hot in a way that I don't think I need to explain. I'd love to be in an Avatar movie. Yeah. Oh, Willem? Wait a minute. Willem Dafoe. He is Professor Albin Eberhard von Franz. So that's not Van Helsing, is it? Oh, wait, because he's called Van Helsing in Dracula, not in Nosferatu, right? Correct? That threw me off. I tried. I don't know if horror anime is for me. Oh, thank you. There's the clarification. Yeah. Hello. Would you rather deal with Michael Myers or Jason from Friday Part 4 specifically? I thought about asking this, but honestly, like, they're kind of the same dude. You can use the different psychological tricks on both of them. With Jason, you can pretend to be his mom. With Michael, you can pretend to be his sister, or just taunt him about his sister. Come and get it, Michael. Kill me just like you killed her, or whatever. So I don't know. They're kind of the same to me. They're kind of the same. People talking about weapons in here. Oh yeah, the one, yeah, Manhunter was 80s. Yes. Yes, I remembered. Yep. And you don't know the personality of the shark you'll come across. Oh. They could have a fuck ass attitude, might want to take a chunk out of you. Most of the time they don't, though. Like, Jaws has really poisoned all of our minds. It's so rare. I'm pretty sure that the stats are like you're more likely to get struck by lightning than you are to get attacked by a shark or something. And you're way more likely to get into a car crash, or I don't know. There's like, the point is you're not likely to get attacked by a shark. So I feel pretty good about my chances down there as opposed to fall where I don't do well in heat. I really, really don't. When I was younger, I loved summer and I loved hot weather because I was thin as a little cricket. No, that's the wrong. As a grasshopper? No, those things are kind of thick. They have skinny legs. It applies. I was a little string bean. I was this gangly, too skinny, little awkward thing growing up before I filled out. And so I was like always cold. I loved heat. Now that I'm older and like have filled out and stuff, I sweat. I'm a sweaty person. I've been blessed not so much out of my head. It's everywhere else, but like I don't like heat. I literally like I'm so sensitive to heat that I actively choose not to participate in outdoor sports. Like I think that I would die very, very quickly in the circumstance in fall. I just don't think I would do well. I would lose my mind and be like puking with dehydration. So on day one, like day one, I've one time when I was only this was before I filled out also. When I was like 13, I was at a horseback riding lesson and I had to get off the horse because I was like, I'm gonna faint. I knew I was going to because I fainted one time before when I was getting my blood drawn when I was like 11 or something. So I knew I was gonna pass out. I literally had to like get off the horse and almost fainted just because it was too hot. I don't like heat. I'm bad with heat. So that makes me more inclined to say cage. I should probably ask my next question. See, this is exactly why I only wrote down 15 questions for today because it's been 22 minutes. I've only asked one of mine. Okay, would you rather be trapped in the dairy sewers or in the Warrens' haunted room? And this is assuming that Pennywise is down there and that all the objects are indeed haunted. Okay, so I don't want to hear anything about like, oh, well, I'm a skeptic because that's what I would say. So I choose the haunted room. No, it's like from the movies. Okay, it's like from the movies. Patrick would be too intense. He might execute you if you don't stretch first. Real, yeah. Hey, Desi. Oh, would I rather act in a new scary movie sequel or in a made-for-Netflix movie? Oh. I think a new scary movie. I think that would be iconic. I think that'd be a lot more iconic than whatever Netflix would put out. I mean, Netflix has yet to make another Fear Street trilogy, so the fuck I look like saying, "Oh yeah, sign me up for a Netflix movie." I mean, I would take that job in a heartbeat, even if the script was bad. So if you catch me in a horrendous low budget Netflix horror movie, I don't want to hear a word about it, okay? Because they probably pay well, and I would do it in a heartbeat. But yeah, I would rather be in a new scary movie. See, I can't do hot yoga. Too hot. It's too hot. I can't do it. Thank you. Who would you join in a musical rendition? The Cult from Midsommar or Remick from Sinners? Oh. Like, who would I want to be in a musical with? Like the Cult from Midsommar or Remick? Ah. I think Remick because he's lived throughout many, many centuries, right? He's like 1,000 years old or whatever. And so he has seen so much art and so much culture, whereas I feel like the Cult from Midsommar would kind of be like on just one wavelength the whole time. And I feel like Remick would be involved in a really cool, multi-century music style type production. And I'd be into that. Yeah, no, thank you. Would I rather be possessed or be the possessor? Obviously, be the possessor. What? I want to be in control. Are you kidding? I don't want to be the possessor. Interesting question, though. Maybe some people are scared of that kind of power. Oh, David Fincher is similar. See, I just think that that's like annoying and also seems like poor planning. Like, just plan ahead for everything, technically. Plan ahead with your DP. And you want, like, expecting that kind of perfection from an actor is so unrealistic. Like, actors are not lights that you can dim to a perfect setting to get the perfect look. Actors are people that are going to bring what they're going to bring to the project. Like, you can't manipulate every single little corner of their mouth to get them to say it exactly how you want. Like, it's just not how it works. I think it's dumb. I think it's a waste of time. Like, I think being that level of a perfectionist is kind of stupid. Like, how much do you want to bet that there were over 100 takes of her crying and running up the stairs? How much do you want to bet that at least 100 of them were usable, if not more? Weren't they like never blue though? Wasn't it all mocap? Or did anybody ever actually get blue? Because I don't think they did. But if they did, I'd be quoting Big Fat Liar. That was a childhood favorite. Absolutely. Oh, hello. No worries. A praying mantis? Is that what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of a praying mantis. You're so right. You're so right. You're absolutely correct on that one. Excuse me. Excuse me. Would you rather be in the Monster Squad or be in the Goonies Squad? Okay, so realistically, I should say the Goonies, because the forces they were up against were not as intense, whereas in the Monster Squad, they're quite literally up against Frankenstein and Dracula and the Mummy and all that, right? So realistically, I should say the Goonies, but I want to meet Dracula. I want to meet that man. Vampire. Vampire. So, ill-advised, yes. But that's my choice. That's my choice to make. Crickets are skinny legends. Yeah. Sweaty gang. Sweaty crew in the chat tonight. Yeah, Sue's a little immature, but still fun to hang around. Patrick Bateman would probably be a hardcore no pain, no gain. I know, and that's just like annoying. I think that working out should be fun. A lot of the times it's not. A lot of the times when I'm lifting weights, it's like boring. I mean, it feels good in the moment when you're pushing it and you're like, yeah, this is like crazy. My body can do this. Yeah. But then when you're, taking like 3 or 4 minutes resting in between, then it's like, okay, do. That's what podcasts are for. But it's kind of boring. And yeah, between the two, Sue would be more fun. I don't know. That was a weird tangent. I don't remember why I was talking about that, but would you rather the French? Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I had a snack before this. Would you rather the Friday franchise had Pamela Voorhees as the villain in every film, and that Jason never became the star, or that Jason is the main villain, but he never got his hockey mask? Dun dun dun. I think I would honestly. Everybody relax. Everybody take a deep breath. I think I would rather have Pamela Voorhees as the villain in every film. I think it'd be so much more fun. Like, we need a girl slasher villain. We need a woman to. Why don't we have that? Why don't we have that? I feel like the closest thing we have is like Bonnie Aarons as the nun, but those aren't slashers. We need something like that. So I take Pamela. Thank you. Who would you want sucking your soul? Rose from Doctor Sleep or the Dementors? Definitely Rose from Doctor Sleep. The Dementors make everything cold. I also don't like being cold. I'm not good at that either, because maybe I can blame this all on growing up in California, okay? But I'm not good at being too hot, and I'm also horrendous at being cold. I hate being cold. They make everything cold. The Dementors like basically make you suicidal. Like, they make you feel like you'll never be happy again. Like, oh yeah, do I want to have this giant nasty ghost sucking my soul out, making me feel like I'm having a panic attack, or do I want to have this one of the hottest villains of all time? You know what I mean? Like, definitely Rose. Definitely Rose. And I feel like in the span of time it would take her to suck my steam, I would do my very best to convince her to just like let me join. I'd be like, look, I will suck alongside you. I know you know what I'm talking about. But I'd rather be friends with Laurie Strode or Carrie White. I love Carrie White. I love her to death. I don't think she has very much of a personality. I love her, okay, as a character. I think she'd be a strange person to hang out with. Like, I just don't think she'd be very fun. I don't know. She's nice. She's perfectly lovely. She'd make a great acquaintance. Lori is you can just tell, like, if Lori got a couple drinks in her, she'd be a lot of fun, you know, and she smokes weed. She's a chiller. You could talk about books with her. You could talk about cultural stuff. I bet that she, you know, would, had she never been traumatized, maybe she would have become a little bit of a cinephile, you know, a casual cinephile, but read a lot of books. And I would have more in common with Lori, I think. You'd rather be hot than cold. Not me. You know what? I hate being cold, and I used to never understand. I always used to prefer being hot to being cold, but that was before I became a sweater. I would rather wear a sweater than be sweating. Slam poetry. That was poetry right there. Okay, so now we're getting to you guys answering my question of being trapped in the Derry sewers or in the Warren's haunted room. The haunted room, don't like clowns. Warren's room, haunted room, and poop is the only reason. Oh, tell me why I wasn't even thinking about the poop. Because that's actually such a big deal for me. I was in Iowa, as everybody knows, because I keep talking about it recently, and I went to a dairy farm and everything smelled so fucking bad. I was unwell and like trying to breathe through my mouth, and that it was to the point where like that wasn't fully helping. You're right. I actually would fare very, very poorly in the sewers. I was going to say the sewers because I think that I could much more easily deal with Pennywise and like just bully him, make fun of him, tell him, oh, I'm not scared of you, blah, blah, blah. I think I would be a lot better at that than dealing with however many ghosts would come out of the objects in their haunted room. I feel like that'd be more difficult to deal with. But the poop thing, I can't very well beat Pennywise if I'm too busy hurling into the gray water. I wouldn't be very effective at that point, would I? I don't know, man. Dairy sewer. Too many creatures in that Warren room. I know. I think I want to see some cool stuff before I die. That's a good reason too. I'm having a function in the Warren's haunted house. Choosing that over the sewers. I'm not stepping in gray water. But like, how would you deal if there's that many ghosts? How would you deal? I wouldn't fare well because I've never believed in ghosts, and so if I showed up there, probably just being disrespectful as hell and ultimately being underprepared because it's never been something I believed in. What am I gonna do? You think a ghost is gonna believe me when I'm like, Jesus is king, the power of Christ compels you? Like, they're gonna be like, very good, very funny, haunted hippie. That's a good one. That's a good one. Right. Open wide. I'm gonna go ahead and possess you now. So the poop is a big thing, though. The poop is. I think I still have to do that. I'm just gonna have to. I'm gonna have to like just take my shirt off and just like wrap it around my head and just breathe through my shirt or something. And just that's how I'm gonna have to deal. Yeah. Warren's haunted room sewers are gross. Rather deal with Pennywise the clown or Art the clown. I think Pennywise, you can't reason with Art the clown. There's really, quite honestly, nothing you can do that's gonna ward off that silly boy. That's just, yeah, no, thank you. Thank you. Wait, why live delicious? Would you rather? I was like, what? I had a brain fart moment, okay? Would you rather live deliciously or suffer beautifully? What is suffer beautifully from? Are we talking about the substance? Hold on, let me look that up. Suffer beautifully. I'm not seeing a Movie reference. Is this a John Cena thing? Oh, no. Is this a Pinhead thing? Is this a Hellraiser thing? Okay, I'm gonna go with that. Because a lot of John Cena stuff came up. I don't know. Would I rather live deliciously or suffer beautifully? Definitely live deliciously. We've already been over the fact that I would not survive in the woods, but if I was with the witches of the woods and it was a bit of like a commune situation, and we were naked but together, and one of the witches let me stay in her hut, or we huddled together penguin style, I would make it, and ultimately I think have a lot of fun. I would like to float around a fire in the woods. Like, that actually would be like my dream come true. Suffering beautifully, I'm not that into pain. I'm just not that into pain. So no thank you to Pinhead. The room, because it's less gross, I could at least die clean. You guys are crazy. You can just bully Pennywise and he turns into a little puddle, Right? Same. Thank you so much. Would you rather have Sammy's ability to play music and see the future, or Alice's powers from Twilight? Wait, who is Sammy? Oh, from Sinners? He can see the future? Did I miss that? I thought that whole thing was just like him connecting with his ancestors from the past and his future. Are they still called your ancestors if they're in the future? I don't think that's how that works. But that's a good question. I want to be able to play like every instrument. I think we talked about this last week. I want to be able to play everything. I want to be able to like speak every language. Like, that'd be amazing. But Alice's gift of being able to like choose a certain person and see their possible future and like see it change, that'd be really interesting. And am I a vampire? If I have Alice's powers, am I also a vampire? I feel like that also would come into play, because I would like to be a Twilight vampire, I think. I'm going to say Sammy. Because I want to be able to, but if I'm going to say Sammy. I'm thinking about it too much. Oh, thank you. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you. Happy Wednesday. Hump day. Yep. As a yoga teacher, hot yoga is a gimmick. And the dude who created it has an interesting history. Yeah, because, I'm not a science major, but I know this to be true. You cannot sweat out toxins. You're just getting dehydrated. It's not real. Do you know what removes toxins from your body? The kidneys and the liver. You don't sweat them out. That's not a thing. It's not a thing. I'm sorry to shatter any kind of illusion, and obviously look this up for yourself. Don't take the word of a film major. But I promise you. Yeah, you'll never catch me taking a hot yoga class. There's no way. Norway. Yeah, there's female ghost faces, exactly, but we don't have a female slasher villain properly. We don't. I'm talking about like a Jason Voorhees, a Michael Myers, an Art the Clown. I mean, we have Tiffany Valentine. Kinda, right? Like, but she doesn't, it's not her franchise. It's called Chucky. Freaky, that doesn't count. No. Angela from Sleepaway Camp. I forgot about, I've only ever seen the first movie. But you have a point. Let's say you and them were alive at the same time. Would you rather go spend the day in Bates Motel with Norman Bates or the Overlook Hotel with Jack Torrance? Definitely spend the day in the Bates Motel. I think that Jack Torrance Well, oh god, okay, I'm thinking about the movies. If it's movie Jack, we don't stand a chance. He's a nutter butter from the jump. Like, even one day, I'm not comfortable with that man. Norman Bates, I think I could. What would I do? I'm trying to think. I was thinking about like extending some kind of like maternal energy to comfort him and keep him at bay or something. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna say Bates Motel because also the Overlook Hotel. It's so it's why am I forgetting the word? It's out there. It's far away. It's it's. Why can't I think of the word? My brain keeps wanting to say rural, and that's not right. It's on the tip of my tongue. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's too far away. Oh, thank you so much. Would you rather watch Exorcist 2 or Believer 25 times in a row? I've never seen Exorcist 2. And I actually thought about maybe doing a video about it. Like, is The Exorcist 2 as bad as everybody says? And kind of doing like a plot breakdown and figuring it out for myself. Should I do that? Oh my god, it's been 42. I've only asked 2 of my questions. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, and I'm also so behind in the chat. Just always 10 minutes behind. My bad. Would you rather hang out with Iris from Final Destination or Mary from Sinners? Wait. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm not mixing up who Mary is. Oh. Mary from Sinners. She's outspoken. She's fun. She's a good dancer. She has good taste. Yeah. 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 I think so. Iris, older Iris, I think is really funny, and we would have a good time. But nah, it's definitely gonna be Mary. Would you rather be Regan from The Exorcist or the nurse from Exorcist 3? I've only seen The Exorcist 3 one time, and I don't really remember what happens to her. I don't remember. Oh, let me look it up. Let me look it up. Hold on. The Exorcist 3 nurse. Does she get? Oh, that crazy ass moment. Oh my god. I guess I'm gonna have to say Reagan because I'm trying not to spoil it. But like, ultimately things worked out. That kind of spoils it, whatever. Okay. Let me get my third question of the evening. Would you rather deal with a possessed old person or a possessed child? Okay, I'll go first. I'm going to say a possessed child. Number one, because they're shorter. Now, an old person, they have terrible bone and muscle density, so you might be okay, but everybody's stronger when they got a demon inside of them. Sorry, I'm already starting to lose my voice because I've been recording today. I think though, from all the movies I've seen, it seems like demons do more damage when they're inside of an old person, and when they're in a little kid, it kind of seems like they're just having cheeky little fun. Sure, people get their asses blown out of windows and stuff, but ultimately the children usually end up being okay. So I would rather deal with a possessed child because typically it kind of seems like they're just having fun. Possessed old people are like throwing up into your mouth. You know what I mean? So you use it like a sauna, hot yoga. That's crazy. I don't like saunas either. I don't want to go into a room just to be hot. Don't like it. Don't like it. Remote. Remote. Secluded is also a good word, but yes, remote. That's the one. That's the one. This is what I'm talking about. I saw somebody else saying like, oh, the female Cenobite. Nobody thinks of the female Cenobite as like the face of Hellraiser. It's Pinhead. It's Doug Bradley. Like, come on. Come on. Why could I not think of the word remote, by the way? Oh, thank you, Noah. Appreciate it. Okay, sorry, I gotta skip ahead. Thank you so much because I'm so behind on the chat. You would rather an old possessed person. I think I can take them when they're weak. A kid can be unruly and loud and too fast for me to catch. True, there is the speed factor of children, but I feel like with possessed old people, they'll be like climbing up on the ceiling and stuff, you know? Like I don't think that they're much slower than children who get possessed, but if anything, they'd be faster because their legs are longer. Like they can just move that body quicker. But the demon can, you know? Gonna go with the demon nugget. They'll be easier to deal with, you know? Yeah, possessed Bill from The Conjuring 2 is terrifying. Yeah. That poor old man. Poor old man. Which character in the Halloween franchise do you think is better, Rachel or Allison? Oh my god. Why are you pitting two beautiful queens against each other? I love them both so much. I love them both so much. Oh my god. Uh I would be better friends with Allison, but I think Rachel is a little bit more noble just given that she is fighting alongside her little adopted sister. Like she's holding it down with a literal child, which is very impressive, you know. I mean, which character is better? That's kind of a broad question as well. Uh, I love the way that both of them are written. You can't do this to me. I protest. You can't do this to me. Okay. Fourth question. Would you rather have to get your child back from the further or from the clutches of Bagul? I think this is a really, really difficult question, okay? I'm gonna let you go first. But the thing is, the further is full of crazy ass ghosts. You don't know if you might set one off, if they are going to sense your alive presence and try to get after you. Okay, there's that. Plus, there are demons. There's that. Okay, you gotta get your child from the clutches of the demon. Okay, that's a twofold problem. Well, I mean, kind of threefold because you got to get back into your body and all that. But then Bagul is like probably the gnarliest demon I have ever witnessed. Like there's a reason why scientifically Sinister is considered one of the scariest movies of all time. Why it gets so many people's blood pressure up. Okay, why it's like seriously scientifically one of the scariest movies of all time. Because Bagul is fucked. Because Bagul is fucked. Okay, he offers no mercy. Okay, he influences your child, so your child is against you. Okay, much to consider. Much to consider. I really hope anybody I hope you guys really took all of that into consideration. Okay, hope you didn't just jump on that. Okay. The scariest non-horror movie, The Vanishing. I don't think I've seen that. I have. Oh, there's my phone. There's my phone. The Vanishing sounds familiar though. I seen Jeff Bridges. Have I seen this? I don't think so. It looks like a pretty disturbing like thriller, right? I don't think I have actually. Don't think I have. The Further, without a doubt. Bagul is next to impossible. The only way one to escape was killed. So true. Get the child back from the Further by calling the Ghostbusters. I guess, I mean, Elise and her little goons are definitely the Insidious franchise's version of the Ghostbusters. This is true. Actually, no, more realistically, she's Insidious's version of the Poltergeist Zelda lady and her help, right? Right? The Further has hope. Bagul gets your kid and you're done. But what if they made a third Sinister movie where there was a parent who was strong-willed enough and smart enough to actually get their kid back? Did you ever think of that? You ever think of that one? I'd get my kid back. I don't know about you guys. Would I rather be stuck in Coraline's Otherworld or be stuck in Silent Hill? fuck both of those places, but definitely Coraline's Otherworld, because at least the other mother is really good at cooking. I think I've said that before. I think somebody asked a question related to the Otherworld before, and same reason. Like, whatever, even if I have to have button eyes, if I can eat her food, I'll take that any day over the weird shit that gets down in Silent Hill. No, thank you. No, thank you. You haven't seen Sinister? Oh my god. Well, you can't really. I guess in one of the movies did they use a rope kind of in the further? I don't really remember that, but if I pick up a demon while I'm there, so be it. Escaping the further is much easier than dealing with Bagul. All right. I mean, if you say so. Further seems more attainable when finding loved ones, but if Bagul gets his hands on them, you'll never see him again. He's a problem. I feel like the further you have all the demons, but I feel like Bagul has abilities, those in the further don't. Also, Bagul is the only horror demon to make me uncomfortable, right? Like, I haven't watched Sinister in several years now. And I think the last time I watched it, I think I still gave it 4 stars. I think my appreciation went down a little bit, but now enough time has passed that I actually do think I'd be pretty. I'm like, I might be shitting my drawers. I don't know. Last time I watched it was November of 2022. Actually, not that long ago. I just said free birth control. That's my review on Sinister, if you were curious. Oh, if we throw Stranger Things Upside Down in there, definitely still Coraline's Otherworld, yeah. I mean, I know that everything falls apart, but the other mother, as twisted as she is, really just wants to love you, and I just would fawn. You know, I would fawn to my abuser and get the good food, and that's the best case scenario, really. The original Vanishing with Sandra Bullock, Jeff Bridges. Oh yeah, okay. I don't know if I actually don't think I have that one on my list. Let me put that on my list. The Vanishing. Oh, Kiefer, there he is. Why does it? It has a 2.9 on Letterboxd. Odd. Because you guys are making it sound better than that. Would you rather own the original chainsaw from TCM or the original phone from Scream? Oh. Oh. The phone, I think it'd be easier to display, and I think it would go with more of my stuff. Kind of a dumb reason, but yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much. Would you rather spend 3 months in the jail from the platform or 3 months in the Amityville house? Hello from Canada. My sane upstairs neighbor. Shit. Do I have to spend 3 months in the Amityville house with my partner? Because I don't want him to get possessed and kill me. I don't want to drag him into it. So I'm going to have to say the jail from the platform. Ew. Ew. But 3 months of starvation wouldn't kill me. You know, I would get scraps here and there. I would subsist. I'd subsist. Right? Like I'd make it. It'd be fucking disgusting. But what if my roommate is weird? I don't know. I think I have to say the platform though. I can't deal, like assuming that the ghosts and stuff are real and like I'd be dealing with that kind of situation. I think I have to say the platform. It's a good question though. Oh, the remake is awful. You guys are at odds with one another. You're at odds. I put the 90s one on my list though. Okay, let me ask another question, then I'll keep answering yours. All right. Okay. Question number 5. 55 minutes in, and I'm on question number 5. Okay. Would you rather get stuck in the ghost dimension from Poltergeist or Insidious? They're basically the same movie. However, the furthers created in each, I think, are quite different. I think Poltergeist, there is a little bit more of the horrors of the unknown because we really don't ever find out what's in there exactly. Like, we don't, I think I've seen the whole franchise. I've seen all 4 movies. The remake does some weird shit with like technology in the other dimension that's very strange. And I'll tell you what, I do get urges to rewatch that movie sometimes because that's just how much I love Sam Rockwell. I fucking love Sam Rockwell. They do some weird shit. Like, that's kind of all that we ever actually see, right? In the franchise. So, horrors of the unknown. It's gooey? Question mark in there. And we know that there's ghosts and stuff in there. So, but it doesn't seem so bad, right? Because that little girl survived it. She just got really gooey. Would you rather take your chances in there or in the further? Do we think that there are demons in the Poltergeist further? Do we know? All right, put your answers in the chat. Thank you so much. Would you rather be best friends with Eric from Final Destination Bloodlines or Kirby from Scream? Eric is a little... So here's the thing that's kind of odd. I don't think that he is a poser, but he kind of has poser energy. And by that, I mean that he probably actually really likes all the, quirky stuff he's into in like metal bands or whatever. But he like thinks he's better than you because of it. You know what I mean? And Kirby just has no aura of better than you. Do you know what I mean? She's just a cool fucking girl. Like, she will put that on kind of as a front if she's flirting, and I respect that. So yeah, Kirby. Definitely Kirby. It'd be hard, honestly, for me to find another horror character I'd want to be friends with more than Kirby. I think it's just like the easiest top answer. You would try pulling an Ethan Hawke from Sinister at the Amityville house, write a book about the events, play with a spirit box or something. Yeah, honestly, same. Like, I would visit the real life Amityville house for sure. How they made a remake only 5 years later? What do you mean? What do you mean? Is it actually like the same story and everything? Okay, I'll put, oh, the original was on my watch list already. I accidentally just took it off and put it back on, but that was already on my watch list. I'll be in my possessed jacked Ryan Reynolds era. Yeah, if you're the one being possessed, like, maybe it would be okay. Maybe you could get yourself out of that one. I don't know. Oh, hey, Austin. Good to see you. You choose Insidious. Is there a horror movie you like that nobody else does? I kind of felt that way with the new I Know What You Did Last Summer, but I know that I'm never alone. The Bye Bye Man, I feel like I've actually converted a lot of people. I don't think I'm alone there. I mean, I know that, there's only a few of us on that island, but I don't think I'm even completely alone there. So, I don't know. You choose Poltergeist. Poltergeist is terrifying to me. And no, it's not the eerie cast death coincidence. Yeah, sad as that is. No, I'm not taking that into account. You can do Poltergeist, anything to get Sam Rockwell to help me get out. I was more talking about the original Poltergeist, but, you do you. He'll take the ghosts. Well, but do we know if there are demons? Maybe. I know everything is, I'm assuming you mean subjective. Can't believe people are telling you to watch the remake first. How is there, 5 years later, there was a remake? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Yeah, there's some strange entities in the Poltergeist world, exactly. Like, what ghost of a human being would be possessing a little clown doll? That's some demonic shit, okay? What human being ghost is gonna make a guy think that he's pulling his own face off in the mirror? That's demonic shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, Caroline was speaking like she didn't understand what she was experiencing, and I think that protected her. So, do you want to take that chance? They seem less aggressive. Yeah, because even the guy with his face, like, that wasn't real. That was just in his head. That was just them having a little fun. So yeah, if you can keep your head while ghosts fuck with you, then I would say Poltergeist. But if not, and you need something a little bit more predictable, then you'd probably go with the further, right? Which is better, Halloween Kills or 2018? For me, Kills. I fucking love Halloween Kills. It is my favorite of the Halloween franchise. So you'd go with the further, just as long as someone can come get me. With Poltergeist, you could communicate with people through the TV, but I don't want to be gooey. I don't know if I'd be able to figure out how to speak through the TV, to be honest. Like Carol Ann, I think she didn't know what she was doing. I think that was kind of a fluke. She got lucky. Erica's Bay. I could see that as well. Oh yeah, did you like it? I hope you did. Okay, would you rather spend a week with Eric Cartman or a week with the vegan teacher? Is this a young Gen Z thing that I'm not aware of? Because why don't I know what either of those things are? Eric Cartman sounds like a character I should know. But you said it's not horror related. Oh, I don't watch South Park. I'm so sorry. Okay. He's a highly intelligent yet morally reprehensible character, instigator of conflict, known for his manipulative schemes and bigoted behavior. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, thank you. Okay. Vegan teacher. Who's that? Canadian activist and internet personality. She's an animal rights activist. Is she someone who's like way over the top and like horrible, or is she actually just like an animal activist? Because that sounds better to me than the bigot thing. But you know, online titles can be deceiving. Anyway, thank you for the tip. I don't think I'll ever watch that film as long as I live. Like usually I'm like never say never, but why would I ever do that? The only reason why I'm going to be watching Human Centipede 3 and 2, donate by the way, because once we hit 3,000, I'm going to be watching Human Centipede 3 with you all, or more likely I'll be watching it and you'll just be experiencing the joy of me watching it. Serbian film, I don't think there's anything that could ever convince me to watch that. I don't see any reason. That's what I'm saying, and I know I need to watch the new War of the Worlds. I know I do because this is my job and I need to talk about it. It's going to be in my August recap. Mark my words. Oh, it's an English language remake. Oh, right. You would choose Poltergeist, real. Poltergeists are too unpredictable and chaotic. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the further as well. Yeah, Poltergeists are a little too playful, and at a certain point, I just wouldn't be messing around anymore, and I feel like I'd piss them off. So, yeah, I'm gonna say the further. Okay. Next question. Oh wait. Okay, hold on. Oh, this one. Okay. You had to have seen. I forget where I am sometimes. This one you have to have seen Oculus and Drag Me to Hell. So hopefully you have, but I can just explain like the haunted object lore, I suppose, of each. You don't really have to have seen them. But would you rather have to live with the Oculus mirror or be given the cursed button from Drag Me to Hell? Okay. So on the one hand, the Oculus mirror is full of its victims' past. The Oculus mirror compels you to do horrible things, and typically only one member of the family is like kind of possessed by the mirror, and it's a very slow and steady thing, right? And like, you know, people kill their whole families and whatever being influenced by the mirror. Or the button from Drag Me to Hell. Hopefully you've seen that movie. I mean, hopefully, like, how to explain? Obviously, it wouldn't be a feature-length movie if this wasn't the case, but basically, you have the button, and it's very, very, very hard to get rid of, okay? You can be doing all types of heinous shit, trying to lift this curse, and it's just not working. And dealing with, the old lady or whoever gave it to you. There's also that factor as well. So, what'll it be? What will it be? Do you think that you would figure out how to break the curse? Or do you think you would be able to figure out how to get out of the influence of the mirror? Two different kinds of strong will, I think. One is more like researched and takes a lot more action, I think, where the other is literally just like breaking free in your mind. Oh, hell yeah, nice. Nice. Oh yeah, kills except for the other patient issue. Yeah, I still have to look away or I will cry. I will cry. No, South Park is not well, South Park is like any generation. Yeah, it is Gen Z. Like I know plenty of people that grew up watching it. It's a multi-generational show. I feel like people of almost any generation watch that, right? Oh, she's annoying. I mean, wait, are we talking about the vegan lady? I don't know. Oh, start space with anyone, doesn't listen to anyone else's arguments, definition are irritating. Yeah, but I'd still rather be around somebody like that than a bigot. Like, no thank you. No thank you. Thank you. I do my best. Who knows how long this memory will serve me. Drag Me to Hell rules, so I choose it, but would you want to live through it? You know? Oculus is the concept or the movie? Yeah, Ice Cube, like, I did not know he still acted. That was very much news to me. Yeah. Let's see, anyone else answer? Oh, I haven't seen Oculus. I picked The Mirror anyway. You need to see Oculus. It was Mike Flanagan's first studio film, and it's so fucking good. Like, to this day, it's my favorite horror movie he's ever made. Life of Chuck is his only movie that surpassed it for me. But I'm interested in seeing The Past Ghost. It's trapped. I live alone, so no one's in danger if I keep the mirror. Except for you. Eventually, it'll make you kill yourself. So, well, the thing is, the mirror is really good at influencing you not to break it. That's the thing. You would have to overcome its influence just to break it, is the thing. You think that the mirror would give you less hell? It's a good one. Probably go with a button. I know, like, I don't know. I think that I would have it in me to do pretty much everything that she does in Drag Me to Hell, including fighting the old lady. The only thing I don't think I could do is, I think you know. I don't want to spoil the movie, but I think you know. Yeah. Not living through either film. I choose the one I like better. Okay, fair enough. I would rather go to dinner with Hannibal Lecter. Patrick Bateman is annoying, and Hannibal Lecter, if we're going to dinner and like he's not cooking, you know what I mean? We're going out to dinner. I would much prefer the conversations that I'd have with Hannibal Lecter any day of the week. Oh my God. Best movie of the year, by the way. Nobody's talking about it, but it's the best movie of the year. Going with The Mirror, the button is the worst. Coraline any day. Coraline. Okay, next question. Oh, I had an Other Mother's Layer question as well. Would you rather have to escape the Other Mother or the Creeper's lair? But the thing is, I have not seen Jeepers Creepers in years, so I don't know why I made this a question. This is one that I wrote down forever ago. I don't even remember the movie well enough to be able to tell you. I don't know. I think yeah. I have dealt with a hellish mother. I have dealt with someone I suspect to be a narcissist. I think once again that I could fawn or otherwise play a game to escape the clutches of other mother. The creeper I remember being like big and strong and creepy and stinky and like, yeah, I think using wits over physical strength would be for me in that situation. But I don't, that's not a very good question. I'm gonna answer two. I'm gonna ask two. Would you rather fight demons with Elise or Lorraine Warren on your side? Bum, bum, bum. Oh shit, I skipped a question and it was a really good one. I'll go back to it. I can't forget. I cannot forget because it's a good one. Okay. Ice Cube is a Trump. Honestly, that wouldn't surprise me that much. To be honest, he's kind of a sellout. Like, it does not surprise me that much. He was trying to. What kind of a sentence is that? What kind of a sentence is that? I don't think Ice Cube supported Trump. He was trying to work with him on a policy issue or something. What do you mean? That's too much. Okay, have a good night. Thank you. Would you rather have a role in a Jordan Peele film or an Ari Aster film? At this point, undoubtedly a Jordan Peele film. I have honestly like actively disliked Ari Aster's last two films. I kind of hated them. So yeah, without question, Jordan Peele. Without question. Jordan Peele is so much more intentional and engaged with his work and is not just trying to like piss people off. Ari Aster has a real like chip on his shoulder. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, thank you. Have a good one. I know we've all forgotten, haven't we? The Creeper's Lair, and if the director is on set. Yeah, there's that. Filmmaker is better. I mean, I'm gonna say Jordan Peele, just because Ari Aster at this point is now like a 50-50 split of love it or hate it. So I'm gonna say Jordan Peele. Other Mother all day. Creeper's House of Pain is eerie. I don't even remember that part of the movie. That was a bad question. Other Mother Lair at least seems like some fun for a little while. Like I said, good food. Good food. Real Creeper is the director of Jeepers Creepers. Indeed. Elise, that's grandmother. I don't trust the Warrens. They're con artists. I know, but I'm talking about the movie character versions of them. Obviously, in real life, they were, I mean, I was going to say, obviously, in real life, they were con artists. I know that some people still believe in that. I know that they do, but the Warrens were up to some really shady shit. Like, they were up to some really weird, shady shit. I think that Sarah Hawkinson did a video about it, like, a long time ago. I'm talking like 7-8 years ago, probably at this point. She made a video about them, like the real life Warrens, and like how scammy they were and weird. And like, oh, Ed Warren had like a 16-year-old girlfriend or something that ended up living with them. Yeah, they were fucking weird. They were weird. I'm talking about the movie character versions. But yeah, my choice would definitely be Elise. Because both of them can handle emotional conflict, but when it comes time to get down to dirty business, I just trust Elise. Like, that woman just has got your back. Like, she is, I think that Elise experiences a lot less fear than Lorraine Warren. And yeah, granted, like, her husband is often put in danger and she's like having to save Ed and whatever. But Lorraine Warren, I think, deals with more fear. Elise is fearless. Elise, she's a bad bitch through and through. I love Elise. Yeah. Jordan Peele, no question. Yeah. I would feel more comfortable with Elise. And okay. let's not ask stupid questions. I'm sorry, but how is horror political? Maybe I shouldn't be so mean. Maybe you're only like 12 years old, but anyway. I'd rather do Other Mother. Elise from Insidious. Elise. Okay, chat is getting weird. Just answer the question. I also don't want to talk about that. I didn't mean to bring that. Okay. I didn't want to start talking about that. What director fell off? James Wan. Aquaman was $1 billion movie. I mean, I thought Malignant was fantastic. That was only a couple years ago. He didn't fall off at all. He bought a $20 million home in Bel Air, I think. And he's like he's a major producer. He owns Atomic Monster. Like he's a co-owner of one of like the biggest horror studios ever. And he's a huge producer director at DC. He directed a Fast and Furious movie. Fell off. What are you talking about? Maybe from horror. Like we don't see him much anymore, but he's still producing horror. Anyway, yeah, it's hard to shatter that illusion as well. But anyway, I think so. But honestly, because like I am the age that Sue is, so I can say like, oh, of course I wouldn't. But like if I were older and suddenly, had a hot body every other week, I don't know. Actually, I might bargain for more time as well. I'm not sure. Yeah, Lynn Shay, right? I know. She held it down. I know. I'm saying. Okay. Next question. Would you be better at clocking a pod person, okay, from Invasion of the Body Snatchers, or the Thing pretending to be your loved one? Conceptually, they're like completely similar. Subtle differences. Because in Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the pod people don't experience emotion, and I think that the Thing, at the very least, experiences fear, right? Because like it experiences the instinct of like self-preservation and stuff. And I'm not talking about having to fight one of them, okay? But if there was a pod person pretending to be your loved one or the Thing, which one do you think you would clock first? You personally, like one of your loved ones rolls up to home and they are either a pod person or they're the Thing. In which scenario would you figure it out first? I'm not saying, because like there's the more obvious answer of, oh, well, they did the blood test and whatever in the Thing. But it's just you. Your loved one comes home. Something smells fishy. Who would you clock first? I need more water. Pod people seem happy. They like do, but I don't think that they actually experience true joy. Their whole thing is they like remove emotions to make society function better. But then what's the point? Everybody wants to love and be loved and experience joy and even heartbreak. It's what it means to be alive. So are they really happy? You'd clock the Thing. My loved one has feelings. That's a good one. That's a good way to do it. I think I'd be better at spotting a pod person. They act weird from the get-go. The Thing is too good at being normal, but then would eat me before I figured it out. Watch the Looney Tunes spoof? Oh, I didn't know that there was that. Oh. I'll have to check that out. Never a big Looney Tunes person. If you're part of the Thing, you're part of a community. I mean, same with the pod people, pretty much. I think the pod person would give themselves away quicker. Pod person probably. Thing is way harder, imitates people's personality, even their medical problems. I mean, the pod people imitate the personality. It's not perfectly, obviously, but like the pod people have all the memories of the person too. The thing must as well, right? Does the thing have all the memories of the person? I don't remember. If it's someone I know significantly, it's a pod person. The pod person thing I feel like mimics better. Yeah, I also am more thinking of the 50s, the original version of Invasion. I don't remember the remake super, super well. So I don't know if you guys are going off of that or what. Terrified of the Thing. That's fair. No, I don't know if I know what you're talking about. Sweet Revenge. Okay, wait. And Mike P. Nelson. Mike P. Nelson, who gave us the new Wrong Turn, and he's giving us the new Silent Night, Deadly Night, and gave us a segment in VHS 85. That guy, he did a short film set in the Jason universe. Interesting. I would hope that dropped on YouTube or something. Let me see. That's crazy. Not people trying to get a slice of the Never Hike Alone pie. Sweet Revenge. Trying to see if it's on YouTube. There's the trailer. Oh, it dropped 2 hours ago. Oh, hell yeah. Save to watch later, baby. I'm gonna hopefully watch that tonight, actually. Okay. Pod person, clocking the Thing, because I know their quirks that the parasite doesn't understand. The Thing may manage to imitate laughter. Pod people are sterile emotionally. Yeah, I guess the easy answer must be pod people. I guess I didn't think that one through too well. Okay. Okay, this one is a do you prefer? Do you prefer Patrick Wilson as Josh from Insidious or Ed Warren? Which character or performance do you like better? What's their last name? Josh. I don't remember. Insidious. I feel like I should know that. Josh Lambert. The Lamberts. The Lamberts. Alternatively, with this question, which version of Patrick Wilson would you rather be your father? Because for me, I think the answers are different. I prefer the character of Josh Lambert because I think that he is a little bit more multifaceted. I feel like the Conjuring movies, like, deify is too strong of a word, but heavily mythologize the idea of Ed Warren. I love Ed and Lorraine in the movies. They're so goddamn sweet. Like the gazebo in the third movie, are you kidding me? Like, I love. But I think I'm more entertained by a character who's more complex. I think that Josh Lambert is more complex. He's more interesting. However, in terms of movie Ed Warren, I think I'd rather him be my dad because Josh Lambert, it takes him a long time to deal with his shit. Okay, Insidious the Red Door, it was like, goddamn, took you a long time to get your shit together, you know? And that's tough. But eventually he does end up trying. So no, my only other argument is like he literally went into the further to save his son, but Ed Warren would do the same thing. So yeah. What say you? I'm not gonna watch it on stream because I don't know. I don't think that'll be a copyright issue because with fan films you can't monetize it, but still I don't wanna steal the view, you know. If I were an incredible shrinking woman, would you rather be chased by a cat or fight spiders? Oh. It depends how small I am. It really depends how small I am. because cats are ruthless. They kill things just for fun. So I don't think I'd fare very well against. Yeah, I think I'd rather go up against like spider pinchers than cat claws, to be honest. And cats are bigger. So rather be turned into the fly or into a thing. If I turn into the thing, I die, right? Correct? I'm no longer. So unfortunately, I think I'd have to say the fly. You prefer Ed Warren? Damn. I forget just how popular Conjuring is. God damn. I find the characters in Insidious kind of annoying. I find them human. I'm on an island. Everybody said fucking. Oh, no. You said Josh. Okay. Only because the Elvis guitar scene, I know it's lovely. That is lovely, isn't it? More caring and mature. Josh takes time to get his shit together. I know, but that's my thing. I'm like, nobody's that perfect. Hard to trust it. Ed Warren because his bravery. They're super. I know, and it's like unrealistic. I mean, I grew up with both. Did you not grow up with both? Insidious came before The Conjuring. Ed Warren. Guys, getting so swept up in it. Yes, Josh as the dad. That is an interesting take. I think, cat. You would choose the cat? Oh, I forget how much some people hate spiders. I forget it every time. Because I'm really bad with flying insects and like particularly bees and wasps and stuff. I'm okay with spiders. Like I'm really okay with them. Because they don't fly. They don't fly. I did as a kid. It's been a long time. Spiders are friends. They are. Hide in a smaller place running from a cat. Spiders can go where I go. That's a good point. But how long are you going to hide? You know, I guess cats do eventually lose interest, but then it's probably going to come back for you, you know? Okay, whatever. Nobody chose Josh. It's fine. There was one person. It's fine. Whatever. Okay. Would you rather have the wardrobe of the cast of Halloween or the hairstyles of the cast of Halloween? Let me pull up a picture. Let me pull up a little photograph. How about that? Halloween 1998. Cast. Well, I don't even know what to look up to share the screen. Oh, perfect. Okay. Let me share my screen. Okay. And I'll put myself here. That didn't really help. Whatever. So yeah. Look at this is a lot of behind the scenes people, but oh, look at her hair. It looks so slay. So good. I want another picture of their clothing. There's PJ Soul's outfit and the hair. Oh, and the hair. Need a better picture of Lori. Oh, here's a good picture of some of the hair. Yep. See, I want to say, wait. No. Oh, that's cute. Wait, I saw a better picture. God damn it. Oh, this is the outfits too. Okay, yeah. Outfits, hair. What'll it be? And then there aren't really many boy characters in Halloween. Like, I'm trying to, like, oh, I think I just smudged my lipstick. Oops. But yeah, I mean, would you want to wear his trench coat? Men. Would you rather be bald or wear his trench coat? Not a very good question. But imagine, gentlemen of the chat, imagine drag. Would you rather try on their fits or try out their hairstyles? It's a tough one for me. It's a really tough one. Like, I would never wear any of these outfits in a million years, I don't think. So I think I have to say hair. But I would love to dress up as them. If I had two friends to dress up like them with, you know, that'd be fun. Wait, there was a really cute picture, and now I don't know where it went. Was it on here? No. Oh well. It was a cute picture of them like sitting all together and stuff. Um like on the wall, the three girls, but it's fine. It's fine. Or boys, Tommy's outfit. Tommy, the fit. What say everybody? What say you? Um I want to try ozone destroying hairspray just once. Right? That's how they yeah, I mean honestly, quite honestly, that's how they got their hair that big. Halloween, Halloween, or Halloween. I'm talking about Halloween. I hope that helps. Wait, where was I? I'm trying to backtrack with the chat a little bit. Oh, I chose Josh. Yes. Yes. Bald-faced hornets. I probably don't even want to know what they look like, let alone getting close to one. The hairstyles. Wish I had luscious locks. I could maybe do it. If it's like a wash day, like I washed my hair today, so it's particularly large. But wait, I don't think I've ever like rocked it freshly flipped for you all. Hold on. Oh, that didn't do that much, but it can get pretty big. And imagine I have hairspray. I think that I could do PJ Soul's hair probably, but that was stupid. Yeah, I can get my hair real big. Wardrobes. You'd rock a fit from that era for sure. I don't know. Like, I think I would because 70s hippie era, I really fuck with. But realistically, I mean, they're dressing just like the people in Halloween, you know? People aren't really dressing that crazy. Not as crazy as the way we associate with each era. I own a lot of these clothes now. I don't know. I haven't seen Sweet Revenge yet. I haven't seen it. You get told that you look like the Grateful Dead by a lot of people, so I say the fashion. Yeah, guys dressed a lot better back then. So for the guys, if you're not answering the clothing, I think that's a little bit questionable. Want both? Well, you have to choose. No, I haven't seen Fruitvale Station yet. I don't know if it's streaming for free anywhere. Let me check. Fruitvale Station. Oh, it's on Hulu. I don't have Hulu. You think it was bad? I don't think it's bad. I wouldn't wear any of the clothes, but actually, no, I would wear like variations of their clothing, like individually. Oh my god, I love the jeans that Lori is wearing during the final showdown, like when she's babysitting. I love those jeans. I like her skirt. Like I like the sweaters and stuff. It's just how things are put together. Like I would actually wear almost everything that they're wearing. It's the way that they wear it. You know? Ugh. Loved her hair in part one. It depends on the scene. Aura. Yeah. Glasses guy was kind of saucy. Yeah. Oh my god, wait. Why can't I remember his name? Give me a beer. Ted? I mean, I just have it. Bill? No, that's not. Why am I Bill, Ted? No, those are names from other people in the franchise. Fucking what's his somebody tell me, Stu? No. Nobody's saying it in the chat. You'd wear Donald Pleasant's trench coat any day. You choose the floofy 70s hairstyles. Having hair is a privilege. I recognize that. Oh, I'm blessed with these hair jeans. You kidding me? You'd try the fit and the hairstyle simply because Laurie Strode rules. Fair enough. You could see me rocking the sweater vest. See, funnily enough, that is probably the only thing I could absolutely not see myself rocking. But you never know. Like, I have the one black vest that I wear sometimes, but it's not a sweater vest. And I really like that one. If I had one that fit me better, I'd probably wear it more, actually. That was one thing I was thinking, yeah, probably not that one. Maybe just the vest on its own and not with like the weird undershirt. And then that would maybe be cute. I don't know. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It doesn't stay though. It doesn't stay. It didn't, but it might hurt my neck a little bit because I swam today. Sometimes that ends up hurting my neck a little bit, but I exclusively buy things secondhand, vintage. So, yeah. You're into plaid? That's different. That's different. Bob. Oh my God, Bob. I said Bill and Ted. What the hell am I talking about? Yeah, what outfit is he wearing though? He's like wearing a flannel in one scene. I can't find a photo of like the full fit. The only one I can find is with the knife through him. That'll have to do. Yeah, I really like his glasses. Where are they? Ooh. Yeah, he's saucy here. I really like this hairstyle. I actually really like this hairstyle. I don't think it's like a goofy, outdated 70s look. I actually really like this hairstyle. Fun fact. And this sweater, yeah, he's pretty dripped out. That's a really good fit. That's a really good fit. I like her outfit too. Her little bows. Yeah. Yep. I haven't asked a question in forever. Talked a lot about fashion and hair. I think I'm gonna. How many more questions am I gonna ask? I have 4 left. Okay. Would you rather delete the Friday the 13th or Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake from existence? And you can't say, oh, trick question, I choose Nightmare on Elm Street. Not allowed. Almost dropped my phone. Not allowed. For me, it's kind of an easy question, but I know that for other people, it probably won't be because those are considered 2 of the better remakes. And I think I might have a contrarian viewpoint. So put yours in the chat. I'm also trying to decide what my last question is going to be. It's okay. I made my choice. Bill and Ted. There's a movie called Bill and I don't know why. I have never even seen those movies. I don't know how I just pulled that out of nowhere. You think men dressed best in the 50s and 60s? I could see an argument for the 60s. The 50s was kind of boring, wasn't it? No, I like the way the men dressed way more in the 70s. Personally. I also love to wear Dr. Loomis trench coat, keep my hair but trench coat all day. They should have an official comeback. You know, I kind of think that they did. I feel like fashion girlies for a minute there, like long tan trench coats were really all the rage. Was that 2010s? Did it come back with like Pretty Little Liars or something? Because there was a moment for trench coats within like the last decade or so. Something like that. Yes, Bob. Oh God, which famous spooky ship would you rather board, the Nostromo or the Demeter? You're dying on both of them. I mean, you're dying on both of them. Like, you're dying on both of them. you can reason with Dracula a little bit. You can't reason with the alien. I'm gonna say the Demeter. I'm gonna die in either circumstance, I'm sure, but I have a fraction of a percentage of survival, I think, with Dracula. So, no, I think it's Pennywise. I think it's definitely Pennywise. 90s kids love our flannel. I own one flannel. So, I'm ambivalent. Texas Chainsaw, probably. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Texas Chainsaw. No, not the 2022 one, the remake. The remake from 2003. Silly. If you could start a Siskel and Ebert type of horror review show, would you rather host it with Robert Englund or Bruce Campbell? Oh my God. I think that Bruce Campbell would probably balance me out a little better because I like to think that I get pretty intellectual with my reviews. I think that Bruce Campbell would be the funny one, you know? And I think that I'm good with ribbing, so I could keep up with him comedically. I think we'd probably just like bully each other the whole time, but yeah, I think that'd be more fun. What about you? TCM easily? Yeah, I met him and he's fucking weird. Yeah. Delete Friday the 13th. You loved it. TCM, because as good as it isn't one I can revisit often. I watch Friday the 13th 09 often. Oh my God. Okay. I thought that I was going to have the hot take of saying Texas Chainsaw Massacre because the last time that I watched that movie, I gave it a pretty low rating. Like I think that I loved it the first time that I saw it. Because it just was more what I wanted. I thought the vibes were really good. Both directed by Marcus Nispel, by the way. But the last 2 times I've watched it, I've only given it 2.5 stars. And the Friday the 13th remake, I love more and more with every viewing. So I don't know, but I loved it the first time, so I'm like, maybe the 4th time I watch it, I'm gonna love the TCM remake again. But I don't know. I don't know why it fell off so hard for me. Because the first time I watched it, I'm pretty sure I gave it like a really good review. But yeah, I love the Friday remake. I love it. And I didn't initially, I had the opposite reaction to each. I didn't really like the Friday remake the first time I saw it, and then I just loved it more and more every time. And then TCM, I've liked it less and less. I don't know. But everybody, I feel like, just eats the ass of the Texas Chainsaw remake, and it's considered one of the best horror remakes. Maybe because it kicked off the trend in the early 2000s, the remake trend. Well, no, because that would be The Ring, but that's different because that's in, Japanese to English. Remaking J-horror was already kind of it wasn't established. I won't say it was established, but the Ring kicked it off, but TCM kicked off remaking American classics, absolute classics. I feel like that trend. So I thought TCM was more beloved, and you guys were all going to be saying Friday the 13th, but there is definitely a mix here. Definitely a mix. You'll choose Friday, probably TCM. There's only one remake. The 22 film is not a remake. It's not a remake. Are you guys really young or something? Are we missing the fact that there is a 2003 remake? Multiple people are talking about the Netflix movie. Yeah, definitely delete Friday. I thought most of you would be saying this, honestly. You'd rather delete the TCM remake. Not a great franchise. But I'm not into the changes it made. The Friday franchise as a whole. Yeah, real. See, this is what I thought everyone was going to be saying. Best remake ever. Yeah, 50 Shirts were bulky and angular. I mean, I like the look of Greasers. Don't get me wrong. But that's about it. Okay, I'm just making sure I'm not missing anybody answering. Here for the 80s men. Sure. I don't know if I liked 80s hair for men. I don't really remember. Don't remember if I liked it. 70s had bell bottoms for everybody. For everybody. 6 Criterion titles, yeah. Rest in peace to your dollar bills. Goodbye. That's a lot, yeah. He can be funny, but he's a big bully. Me with his humor might rub you the wrong way. No, I don't think so, because I have friends who are British, and like that's their humor. Everybody just gives each other shit constantly. And that's how I am like with one of my sisters. I'm pretty good with ribbing. I'm pretty good with it. Like I can hold my own. Don't think he's a bully, just sarcastic. Yeah, he doesn't like being famous. Yeah. I feel like everything seems good-natured. Like nothing in me believes that anything he would say would like be in a mean-spirited way. So no, I think it'd be fine. TCM was scary AF. I don't always want to revisit that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say, yeah, it was a legacy sequel, a requel, even if you will. But yeah, I would like. How can people? I'm sorry, but how could anybody consider or think for a second that the 2022 movie is a remake when Sally is there and she is old? Anyway, last question of the evening. Let's go. Okay. Would you rather be stuck setting up a camp in the middle of the forest or get stuck babysitting 2 kids during a murder spree? Where would you rather be and what would you rather be doing? Stuck with a bunch of sex and drug motivated camp counselors who may not be the brightest bulbs in the shed out in the middle of the forest, or be in suburbia with 2 very young children in your care. In both circumstances, a murderer. You're the murderer. I knew it. You're such a bitch. You're such a fucking bitch. What'll it be? What'll it be? For me, that's really tough because I'm like, I don't want to be out in the middle of nowhere in a remote location, okay? But I also don't want to be responsible for 2 little children whose entire lives are ahead of them. No, thank you. No, thank you. So I don't know. I don't know. The selfish answer obviously is like to be babysitting. And then because you're around other houses and you'd eventually hopefully get somebody's attention before everybody dies. But my conscience, I don't think I could handle that. Like, you know, setting up a camp with a bunch of people you barely know, roughing it in the woods till you get back to town. I think I could handle that. I don't think I could handle it if a child in my care died. I think that would actually be like irrevocable to my psyche. That would be a no for me. So, just taking the piss, mate. That's Bruce. That's Bruce. Yeah. Yeah, women's hair in the 70s, Miss Farrah Fawcett. Are you kidding? Ugh. No, I think a lot of men's hair in the 70s looks good. A lot of them unfortunately could not pull off the middle part though. That's the thing. Thank you. Had that one forever. I don't remember why. I think I've had it forever. Like almost since I moved into my last house. I just ordered it for decor. I was like, what would look the best? Like I want like a black and white theme. I think that was why I bought it. Corey, unfortunately, I am about to get off. Camp, kids are wild cards. Kid is literally the reason that people got into the house in the purge. So real. There's that too. You also don't know how the kids are gonna fucking act. So yeah, no thank you. No thank you. Yeah, Corey decided to babysit a kid. How did that turn out? Exactly. Exact camp. My gay ass will make it out alive. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. The bury your gays trope. It's hard to get away from. It's more cozy. Yeah, but if there's a murderer after you, it goes from cozy to freaky real quick. Give me the murder house. I'd take the 2 kids. I feel like I'd be the number 1 target as the head counselor. That's true. That's true. If we're talking about Pamela, but if it's Jason, you know, imagine it's Jason. Then what? I don't think he really cares who the head counselor is, you know? Can't be watching two younger kids. I have little brothers, and if something happened to them, I couldn't handle it. Yeah, right? Right. Kids answer the door or they wander around after you tell them to stay put. I mean, maybe not if they're scared. Halloween worked out. Camping for sure. Yeah, it's just me. I don't know who would leave me to take care of young kids. I picked that. Who would leave you? Wait, what? Who would leave? What do you mean? Halloween, because Jason kills most, if not all, of the campers in the film. Doesn't flinch to bullets. Imagine it's Jason from like Friday Part 2. You know, let's put them on, like, try to imagine them on a more even playing field, if you would. Oh, yeah. I have been wanting a wolf cut, but my hairdresser, when I got my hair cut, I saw her for the very first time, and she was like, I don't like to do layers too short with your texture because then your curls like shrink all the way up to your head. And I don't think mine would do that because my hair doesn't curl from the root. Like at the root, my hair is pretty straight. My hair curls at the bottom. So I think that I could rock a wolf cut. That's unrelated, but anyway. Get an Uber? No, it's the 70s. You can't get an Uber. I don't like when you guys try to weasel your way out of my questions. I already don't know how to interact with kids, but I do camp a lot. Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. I've never seen that either, actually. No, you can't. That only happens in movies. You would live. You would live. Yeah. You would live. Being stuck to watch over two kids. Oh. Okay, sorry, I'm not going back to the comment. I'm signing off here, but well, no, yes, I did. I said like so I was trying to like establish location. So in both circumstances, murders are going on. Sorry if I did not clarify. Oh, Paranorman's coming back to theaters? A new SpongeBob movie. I can't in good faith get excited for that. I just can't do it. The animation styles they have going on for SpongeBob is so fucking whack these days, and just like I can't. Everything about it is just antithetical to anything Steven Hillenburg would have wanted, and I can't support it. I can't do it. That's cold. That's fucking horrible. That's horrendous. Yeah, we shot it already though. So that video is going to be one of the last ones to come out. I'm going to be breaking up the Iowa and like biological family content between lots of physical media updates because my dad brought down all my mail today. I have so much mail, and it's not even all the physical media and books and stuff that I had in my closet. It is just the mail, and it's so fucking much. So I'm going to be breaking up like Iowa vlog, subscriber mail unboxing, adoptee reunion video diary, physical media update, bio sister reunion story time kind of a thing, like giving our background together, that video, and then probably like an anti-haul, and then the Q&A. So it's that's what it's looking like right now. It's a lot going on. And then that also will be broken up. Like sometimes I'll be posting videos to this channel on Fridays, so then it might get pushed out further. But yeah, it might be a series that like goes through the end of the year, even because there are other videos that I want to make regarding my adoption series. So anyway, no, they're not going to be 2 hours. The Iowa vlog will be like regular travel vlog sized, and then the videos with my sister will maybe be like 20-30 minutes each. If I ever read another adoption book and react to it, then yeah, that would probably be a, hours long video. But I don't think there's anything else that I would need to just be pouring stuff out for 2.5 hours again. I don't think that'll happen. Maybe. I don't know. In any case, yeah, I hope that you guys had fun tonight. I sure did. Thank you for bringing really, really good questions. I hope that you had fun with my questions as well. Did I already say that? Did I just say that twice? It's fine. I hope that you have a great rest of your night. And I decided I am going to be playing Scanner Somber next week. And apparently the gameplay is only like 2 hours long or something. And if you want to like experience the full gameplay, it's like 2.5 hours. So I'll probably break that up into like next week and the week after that and play for like an hour with you guys next week. And we got to talk about some horror news for sure. I definitely need to schedule the Conjuring watch alongs. So I will be getting on that. Keep your eyes peeled. And until then, live well.